All right, here we go with Dave Castro. So Dave Castro, for those of you who don't know, he was the original programmer or the one who made all the workouts for the CrossFit Open and the CrossFit Games since their inception, okay? He even programmed a lot of the regionals that got the athletes to the games, but ever since the CrossFit Games have been going on, one man has programmed all those events. Now that's changing this year, so it's going to be a little different. So I thought today's workout was going to be a little bit of a tribute to him. He personally loves to watch the athletes suffer. That's not my case, but we are going to push you out of your comfort zone. This is going to be a high cardio workout after a strength one yesterday, okay? It's a really simple flow how this one works. You're going to set it up with your clocks. So what I would do is I would go to my clock, which is an AMRAP if we're using our WOD timer. I would take the first one, I would program in 8 minutes. Then the second AMRAP, I would go a rest of 2 minutes and then working of 4. So nice and easy to set up if you're using that smart WOD timer. How this one flows is we're going to go with 40 double unders into 10 alternating dumbbell snatches for 8 minutes. So as many rounds of that as we can do. Once that 8 minutes is go, you've got 2 minutes to recover, and then what we're going to do is we're going to transition that to 25 and 6. So we're basically going to half reps. So then the goal there is that we're going to try to go faster when we go into that round of 4. So it becomes a little bit more of a sprint. But it's going to be tougher on you, the athlete, because you're going to have to do faster transitions. That stuff shows up in the open, is how efficiently you can transition between movements. So let's just see what this looks like. So if we're doing our double unders, right, we've got our skipping rope. Right, every time we jump once, that rope passes under the feet twice. If we don't have our double unders that want to work on those, we can go nice tall jumps, slap the wrist, hips twice, our penguins, right? If we don't want to do penguins, another alternative, we can have our plate here on the ground, right? We can on, off, or across tape line, that would be our plate hops, okay? So every time we go on and then back off, that would be 1 rep. And if we want to do single unders with a skip rope, that's fine. We're just going to double those reps. So if we're doing single unders, we would do 80 single unders for the skipping, okay? After we're done that, we're coming to our dumbbell. Our dumbbell here for our dumbbell snatches, right? Both heads are on the ground at the same time, and we're using those legs to push off the floor, right? And we're getting that dumbbell overhead. Now that dumbbell the arm has to lock up by your ear. That dumbbell has to be overhead. That elbow has to hit extension, okay? So, just to see that from the side, neutral spine. We're over here over top. We can switch on the way down. Same thing, overhead in one motion, no pause at the shoulder. Okay, if we want to, we can set it on the ground and we can switch on the ground as well. By switching on the ground, we're going to stay wearing off that skin on our thumbs, which happens a lot if we're doing those dumbbell transitions in the air. Completely fine, however you want to do that to make that more efficient. The biggest thing that I'm looking there is for points of performance, right? Is that when we get that there, that arm is locked out, it's overhead, it's not out here, right? To finish a rep, we have to get that dumbbell right overhead and the arm locked and legs extended, right? Not staying down, right? We're not here and then coming back down. We gotta lock out those legs, okay? That would be your points of performance. If you were getting judged in the open, they would be looking for that. So just focus on those. So 40-10, you're gonna rest 2 minutes. After that 8-minute AMRAP, and then it'll be 25 and 6. That's it, 2 movements, lots of cardio. Keep breathing, okay? Good luck.